and we're coming live. This is Konsider Magazine live for you. Introducing a great friend of mine. Tell him who you are.
Jadon Parker, the one and only.
Indeed.
I have no friends on Facebook or Twitter right now.
Nothing.
I just created new accounts for this.
Yes.
So everyone, friend me, follow me on Twitter. Just the best stuff's gonna be coming off of those accounts.
Oh, for sure. Just consider some things that's actually going to be happening here. We're going to be we're going to really be talking about some issues, social issues, certain things that's actually happening in our lives, per se. You're going to have some education, you're going to have some enlightenment, you're going to have some things that I don't think the typical podcasters are actually experimenting.
It's gonna get deep up in here.
Yes. And we're just giving it to you, 25 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, letting you kind of get a little knob on the head or whatever.
Yeah, facts. There's a timer.
Exactly.
So we're not kidding around.
Exactly. So we're just having some fun trying to enjoy some of this life and some of the fruit that Mother Nature has given us.
What if I do?
Yes, the fruit as Mother Nature have given us. So this is some things like we got going. Literally, we got Konsider Magazine is started in Alaska, and I like to tell this story. Well, we basically started in Alaska. My idea, not saying it was my idea, but at the same time,
But the chick better though.
we was doing a newsletter. We started a newsletter first and foremost. So I was like, okay. Friend of mine came on through. He was like, hey man, let's start that magazine. So he came off with this concept, Konsider, and it fit the whole sequence of what we was trying to convey too. So that was kind of genius in itself. But this is our first issue. We've been actually out here for 5 months. We actually started in May, end of May, and we got this business going on, having some fun with that, even though y'all probably don't care about that. But the cool thing, this actually was a success. I mean, it's still a success. It's the first issue.
Will always be
Exactly.
the first one.
Exactly. So, tune in where you can pick it up, buy it, whatever the case may be. We will be getting at you like that. Even though I'm not trying to be too corporatization over here. I'm trying to alleviate that corporatocracy. So
yeah, you'll realize that once
exactly
you listen with
exactly.
us.
Because I want to definitely. We would love to hear your feedback. We would love to hear some of the things you have, ideas, concepts, because we coming from a different point of view. I don't want to be typical like Snoop Dogg show or Be Real show. Yeah, we could talk about the strains, get down to the science of it, yada, yada, yada. Not saying I'm this expert or anything on that, but as I've been going about this process and educating myself, enlightened, taking and being able to grasp these concepts, what people are offering and whatnot, and utilizing that in my life, basically. You feel what I'm saying? So,
For sure.
So these are some of the things what we're going to be talking about, what we're going to be bringing. We're going to be plugging. Obviously, we're going to be plugging other businesses. You know what I'm saying?
That's just life. It should be. You should have other things going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Not just one focus on the job.
For sure, because there's definitely some things we have been. I know if you're on the Facebooks, if you're on the Instagrams, if you're on the Twitters and yada, some other sites they have out here, look us up. Konsider Magazine.
MySpace, they have MySpace.
We got, they still got
still
MySpace. MySpace still around, yeah. So
how many of you guys use MySpace? That's what I want to know.
I'm sure some of the music, the artists probably, I would guess.
Which is kind of funny because who's going to MySpace for music?
No, not too many people. I haven't even heard MySpace come out of people's mouth in a while. It's been a while. But other than that, that's some of the things we're gonna be kind of journeying into. You probably hear some religion, you might hear some spirituality, you might hear a little bit of everything.
We're going to be going to the places where most people say, I'll talk to people as long as it's not religion or politics.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. That's like the second time today we've had a little Hulk Hogan action going on.
Man, that air. That's all it is.
I lost my train of thought there, but it's all
No,
good.
what you know is what we actually gonna be presenting on the show.
Yeah.
We just want to kind of get your response. We want to get your energy. Okay, we understand we might have some haters. Okay, that's part of the game.
The goal here is just get people to think
Yes.
for themselves.
For sure.
Not us to tell them how to
For
think,
sure.
but just open your minds.
Open your minds. That's basically what you're gonna do.
Think
I'm about to
some
open
things.
mine right now a little
Okay,
bit.
let's watch.
So these are, like I said, these are some of the elements in getting around a few more people actually that are successful in this particular industry. Invite some folks on, kind of get to know them. A few people I'm actually inspired to, would love to get on the show would be like Timothy Ferris, Joe Rogan, you know what I'm saying? Michael Phelps, I mean, Usain Bolt. It's a whole bunch of cats, people out there really...
He could have ran in here and ran out. We wouldn't have even seen him this
on.
whole time.
Come on. But the journey, that's really the journey when you understand that, okay, Usain Bolt got some kind of MS or, some kind of disease most people don't even really know. And it's kind of amazing when that
And
stuff
he's
is
the fastest man in the
Exactly.
world.
Exactly. Even with the Ricky Williams and the issues he was going through. You know what I'm saying? How it kind of made him recover and come back to understand. Even if you don't smoke, the good Mother Earth, Bun Bud, whatever name you want to put on it. But at the same time, what it's doing is literally awakening the mind, educate. See, because that's the problem here too. We've been educated, but the education has been so bad, it's been miseducation. So we have people with these stereotypes, and we want to try to help alleviate, not try, do it, be it, part of it. That's one of the subject matters too I was talking about earlier, about even with the homeless community. You got to be the example. You got to actually show, look, I want to pick my brother up, I want to pick my sister up, but if that's not going on, then we cutting humanity off, right?
We're trying to restore humanity.
Come on. And that's definitely the key thing what we're talking about, restoring humanity. Coming back. Look how this Bun Bud, or look how this beautiful plant actually brings us together. You feel what I'm saying? Bring a mind, a like mind, a whole communities. I mean, cross the world, cross the country, because we're going to have a whole bunch of viewers all around the world, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's not about the bottom line. Okay, it might be the bottom line for a few of you, but right here is more passion. It's more something that I need to bring out within me. I want to share to the people some of the ideology, some of the thoughts, the Mahatma Gandhi. You know what I'm saying? Some of these powerful entities that actually kind of helped us kind of think about, why am I living? What is the purpose?
Yeah, there's a lot going on. People are not living.
Yes. Yes.
We're here, but we're not living.
Yes.
There's a difference.
Yeah, the mental. Bill Britt from Amway. Bill Britt from Amway said you die twice, physical and mental, or mental and physical, however you want to put it. And it's interesting. And then when you take it in that context, you start seeing what's really going on. The Wally. The Wally show. You know what I'm saying?
Idiocracy.
Exactly. So,
It's not supposed to be documentaries. It wasn't that long ago.
I
remember when I saw Idiocracy, I thought, well, this is the most idiotic thing I've ever seen.
doubt.
It was a good movie,
No
but it's
doubt.
hilarious.
No doubt.
I mean, and that was in 2006.
Look how fast.
We thought at that time, not one thing in that movie would come true.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's telling too. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's the issue too. It's really telling.
Someone knew.
Yeah, for sure.
The direction.
And they know. They know. I think they know.
Who's
I
they?
mean, I don't
Who
know.
we're talking about.
I don't know. I think that they are the ones we don't see. You know,
maybe
behind the CNNs and
the Oz.
Yes.
Mm.
The Wizard.
So you're telling me the Wizard of Oz might have a deeper meaning?
Oh, for sure. And then think about this: Toto revealed. You see what I'm saying? Toto revealed, and when you look at that, you know, etymology or behind Toto, that's where the lineage, the opener or the seer.
If we weren't joking, crazy. It's gonna get deep.
Yeah, it's gonna get really
talk about
deep.
Some stuff.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Deprivation tanks. That's one of our articles. Tune in for that. That's actually pretty cool. You know, that high grade technology where you're sitting in like Epsom salt, but you're like in a zone where you're in a alpha state. It basically puts you in an alpha state. You know, that's some deeper science too. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of geometric forms, you know, especially when it comes to art and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, speaking of art, I just incorporated a young brother from Texas. Matter of fact, he's from Texas, your area, and he's great artist, a surrealist artist. As a matter of fact, I posted some of his work up on the site, and a lot of his art is really meaningful. You know, really rememberable too. You really remember, especially the attributes is what he used as far as the ideology behind the boar and some of the other different entities he had in there. But it's interesting. He's very interesting. Young brother too, man. You know, 20 years old. Believe it or not.
Following his dream.
Yes.
Making it happen.
Yes. Young brother, man. So it's definitely some things. Like I said, I'm just checking the time because I don't want to be going over, time. It's about 13 more minutes. But at the same time, we just want to talk about some issues, and we're discussing this. That is one thing I appreciate about my brother, Jadon. We discuss some things. We don't be flipping out. We might have some disagreements, so be ready for that.
You should disagree with people.
We might get a little hype up in here sometimes, especially with the invites, because we definitely want to, if you got something very interesting, shoot us an email, InfoKonsiderMagazine @gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? Send us some, information. Hey, what can you think we need to improve? I mean, obviously this is our first podcast, but at the same time, we definitely would like some of your info, some of your geeky info too. Especially with this guy, he's the IT guy here.
Sorry, bro.
So, I mean, he tests technology. I'm a tester too. So those of you who got the best strain and want me to do a nice article for you, come on, and we got a medium here now. See, this is the CNN right here. Believe that. This is the NBC. You see what I'm saying?
Should be, anyways.
This is the TNT. This is where you're gonna be finding all your athletic state of the art, especially when you're talking about different techniques that you can use within your body, or you can use within your environment. Certain things that's going to be revealed that we're going to be adding. This is a 52 spread. I know I'm going off a little bit, but kind of giving you a little idea of where we're coming from. Some of the things in the future. Our second issue is going to be an 80 page. So we're adding 26 more pages. And what we're doing...
Just pictures of my faces.
Yes, and that's basically what we're going to be doing. We're going to be adding 26 more ads in there, But at the same time, these ads are going to be more compelling. These ads are going to be things you're using, a part of your lifestyle, yada yada. Like you might see a tattoo company, you know what I'm saying? You might see a hairstylist company. See, all these elements we use within our neighborhood, and they're all connected, but we separate everything. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what we trying to do here at Konsider Magazine is really connecting and listening to the people. That's the one thing I want to say or put out there.
It all comes back to restore humanity.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to how it used to be.
This is days. Ground roots. This is seriously ground roots right here. I mean, we've been up only 5 months. It's been roughly 5 months we actually been around. You know what I'm saying? Getting the name, and we blowing up on Facebook. We got our, we're past the 500 mark. I can say that now. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the group. And then and then we got a fan page, and then we got an Instagram and a Twitter. So you can find us out there, Konsider Magazine. But at the same time, what we're trying to do or develop, what we're developing is a community. We want to get a big community. It don't have to be that big, but at the same time, enough to get some attention, you know.
Yeah, just as big as it organically grows.
Exactly, you know, because I mean, we're here to, the key thing, I want to listen, I'm hearing you. Check this out. I got people telling me LED lights is the best they ever came across. Then I got other cats saying LEDs are not even worth it. You see what I'm saying?
I feel like this should be a topic of discussion at some point.
Exactly. So
who's going to talk about it? So if you're an expert in one of those two areas,
psychology. come on the show.
I mean,
man.
the show is going to be what you guys want to do.
To connect with the people. Connect truly with the people. I'm not Snoop. I'm not this big actor.
We'll bring you on, sit you on the couch.
Yeah, for sure. Talk.
Or through Skype,
you know?
or...
Yeah, it can be plenty of them meetings.
However,
I mean, hang
email,
out,
video
whatever,
mail, snail mail.
Whatever. You know, just make it happen. That's really the motto around here, is to make it happen. You know, there's been some things, trust me, when we talk more in detail about some of the subject matters, you'll see what's really going on. And that's one of the things I think we're bringing here, the transparency, you know, because it ain't no bullshit in here. It ain't no games here. I don't got time for games. You know what I'm saying?
You're too old for this.
Exactly. Especially when it comes to family or families I'm involved with. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see none of the people around me. I don't want them to see them suffer or having issues what don't even need to be no issue. You see what I'm saying? That's something I think if people started thinking more like that, then they can connect things better. Then
we should all be able to live a life of having a roof over our heads,
for sure,
having food on the table, clothes on our backs,
for sure,
and not struggle to have that. That should be the bare minimum. And how do we get that? How do we used to get it? When someone struggled in the past, who picked them up? Friends and family.
For sure.
Oh yeah, I got a place for you to stay until you get back up on your feet.
Exactly.
You know, or
that was the homestead. I mean, that's the homestead.
Yeah, homes used to stay generations the same family.
Exactly.
Kids move out.
Reading something the other day that was talking about that. Exactly, like how the Smiths, okay, they was blacksmiths, right? These are how these families kept their lineage. Oh, bakers. You got friends that's got the Baker last name. So, yeah, when you look at their roots, how
Parker.
The Bakers. Yeah,
must have been parking cars. I don't know.
Roughly the 30s, around there.
Gotta look that up. Maybe we're just expert parkers. But I'm not very good at parallel parking, so I don't try. Yeah, whatever.
No, but it's interesting, even the Amuns, I mean, and many other different names, when you're talking the lineage or the etymology of it, you know. So it's just some interesting things we're going to be talking about. Some of the posts on the website itself, some of the posts I post on Facebook via my brother Josh, as you putting it down out there, brother, on the social networking, hooking it up. All shout out to you, man. Putting it down, bridging that gap, and really getting...
It's hard work, man.
Yeah, and I know it is. Yeah,
it's a full-time job.
Yes,
social
sir.
Networking, man.
And he's been on point. And I give him a shout out, and I want to give a shout out to Boz, the senior editor out there that's making it happen, really putting this twist on it. You know, you can find Boz Moreno's books on Amazon all day long. I mean, this brother got about 6 books, 7 books already out there. Boz Moreno, that's all you got to do is put in Google, Boz Moreno. But he's definitely been making it happen. Dismantling the Matrix, shout out to that. But other than that, we just trying to develop a mentality. That's what we want to do. I don't like saying tribe, but a community. I'd rather say community or family like it used to be, you know. When they had their little entourage as brothers can actually have a support system. You know, that's why hip-hop was so cool back in the day, because that's what it was, about. It was about your community. You know,
we were just talking about that earlier.
Yes.
Listening to some tunes, and I was like, I'm picky about my rap.
Yeah, for sure.
And nothing,
for sure.
nothing nowadays, unless it's underground, is even worth a damn.
Yeah, no
doubt. What is it about? It's about nothing.
No. And that's some of the things. I mean, the social issues that were, the subliminal issues, and all these
dumbed down, like everything.
The dumbed down system.
Dumbed
Shout
down.
out to Mark Dice for what he's been doing out there. You know, on the East, or actually on the West Coast too. I mean, San Diego, most of his videos come from. But yeah, just shout out to him. You know, Timothy Ferris. These are some of the people I would love to get on the show, talk to them about, ask them some of these key questions I have in mind, and how some of the issues, how cannabis is affecting us, you know, as a species, or as the people who's actually on this particular vibration. What is it coming back? And it's interesting how then you start connecting. Okay, we might get in astrology a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, coming into the Aries, particular the mind, because it's all a mind, and it's the air sign element, the air element. So just
it's been put here just like everything else.
for sure. And it's
treated differently for some reason.
Yes. Even, I mean, you gotta be thankful for it. I usually say you are love, and it gives
I
me
say
love.
that to everybody.
And it gives me love.
You know, it makes me laugh when you ever been walking around, driving around, there's that person on the side of the road or whatnot, you think is the homeless sign, which is the sign that says, like, honk for love or something like that.
Okay.
You ever see that?
Yeah.
I've been seeing that a little bit lately in Seattle.
Okay.
That seems like a good sign. Honk for love or free hugs, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That
makes sense.
They got the right idea.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But
it's kind of like that show we just watched, Free the Nipple. No, for real. We watched this show, Free the Nipple. It was actually interesting. But before that, we watched this other show. It's called Kid Cannabis. And it was kind of ironic. We sitting here and we talking and watching this, and how we picked those movies particularly. You know what I'm saying? They kind of had a real feel with them, obviously, but at the same time, the campaign or the awareness they was actually doing was so influential. And that's what could be done here as Konsider Magazine is getting more known, you know, getting people to really start talking about, man, I picked up your magazine, I got your magazine, man. This is really good articles you put in here. You know?
Different than the other guys.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, when you hear that, and just when some brothers like, man, I like how you didn't put you all up in the magazine where you're on every other page.
About us,
you know,
necessarily.
Exactly. It's about the people. That's really what we're trying to do.
What are we all doing?
Yeah. This is not trying. Let me get that out of my vocabulary. Forgive me for that. We're doing it. We're doing it. That's the difference. We're doing it. People are questioning.
Let's just get started.
People are questioning when this, when that. You know, if you want to get it, come on, give it to me. You feel me?
Well, on that note.
But my point is, you know, brothers are not hungry about money, but at the same time, we gotta eat. We gotta put food on the table. We gotta have a roof over our head, and we getting down to that little minute here now. But we're gonna say this. Last words. You want to say something before we get off?
We're bringing it back. We're gonna have a good time doing it.
Yes.
We'd love to see you here. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's get back to it. The people.
For sure. And that's Konsider Magazine.
Till next time.
Ow!